My name's Randy Cassimus, and I am the annual giving director for the SSM Health St. Anthony Foundation, or the Foundation for short. And please allow me to add my welcome to each and every one of you as new members of the Saints family. Congratulations. We are so happy that you are here with us. And not only just here, but I understand we have a group of new employees also in Midwest City and in Shawnee who are also joining us remotely. So hey to you guys as well, and welcome. Okay, if you would, do me a favor and pull out the sheet in your packet. Everybody should have a sheet that looks like this. Has the little yellow I care, I give icon up top. If you would pull that out and fill out just the very top section for your name, contact information, that stuff. Fill that out. Don't worry about where it says cost center, but just that top section. And while you do that, I and my elves in Midwest City and Shawnee are going to pass out some very cleverly named treats / bribes. So fill that out and I'll be right back with you. One for you, one for you, thank you, one for you, one for you, thank you, one for you, one for you. Okay. As mentioned, I'm with the foundation, and we are the fundraisers who work to help you carry the mission of St. Anthony forward in ways large and small. So, what does the foundation help provide? We work with hospital administration and leadership to look at strategic planning for coming years so that we can help raise funds for selected large projects. Examples of large projects that the foundation has helped fund in recent years: the Frank C. Love Cancer Institute expansion here at Midtown, beautiful building that was opened about 2 years ago, a $6 million expansion that was funded through the foundation. The NICU built out 2 new NICU rooms and purchased some fetal monitoring equipment. The Women's Center and Breast Center in Shawnee. A couple of big projects that are actually going on right now. The Joyful Beginnings Childbirth Center. There's an expansion underway, building out 8 new postpartum rooms. It's a $1.5 million expansion funded through donations to the foundation. The Family Medicine Clinic and Residency Program expansion is going on right now, nearly doubling the number of patient rooms, nearly doubling the amount of space, increasing the number of residents that we can have, private offices for the faculty. It's a $3 million project being funded through the foundation, construction going on right now. Actually, if you'll take a look at the photo there, that's Dr. Long swinging his hammer very enthusiastically, knocking down that first wall for the beginning of our construction for the Family Med Clinic. So you can see that we're constantly working on campaigns and grants for large projects, and we get a great deal of support from our local business community. You'll recognize probably most of these donors here, just a few of those who understand the importance of Saint's mission and they help support it. Additionally, though, we also provide very impactful resources on a smaller scale as well. For instance, in behavioral health, I see from the roster of who's in here today, at least a couple of you are going to be working in our behavioral health area. We do a lot of grant writing to bring in activities and programs to help the kids and families. We work to bring in programming for family therapy to help families understand mental illness, to recognize the signs, to teach the family how to best deal with it. See the playground equipment there in the photo. The playground equipment was funded through the foundation. Then we also have our mission funds. And the mission funds truly help us carry out the mission of the founding sisters. Those early sisters who founded St. Anthony Hospital responded in whatever way was needed to help those who came to them. Sometimes it was medicine or medical supplies. Sometimes it was food to feed hungry patients and their families. Sometimes it was warm, clean clothing. The sisters always found a way to help all those who came to them. And I have to tell you, it's sad but true, those needs are unfortunately often the very same for our patients today. The Sisters Fund is one of our mission funds, and the Sisters Fund provides prescription medications to patients who otherwise can't afford them. Often patients who have been discharged need medicines to help them continue to heal after they leave us, but sometimes they have little means to be able to afford them, or they have to make very difficult choices. Food or medicine, rent or medicine. Do I buy my groceries this week or have my prescription? Do I pay the rent this month or do I buy my medicine? The Sisters Fund allows us to provide those prescription meds to those who need them so they won't be faced with those terrible choices. The Care and Compassion Fund was established to provide very basic needs to patients who are without them upon discharge from our care. You would not believe, and folks, I see the reports on this all the time, you would not believe how many patients we serve who literally have nothing to wear out of the hospital. Whatever they had on when they were admitted, if anything, had to be cut off or was too threadbare or damaged. They have no pants. They have no shirt, no shoes, no underwear. They have no coat at all to wear when discharged in the winter. The Care and Compassion Fund allows us to be able to provide them with those basics, to be able to leave here with dignity and with protection from the elements as well. Here, let me show you, here's a testimonial from a patient who was blessed by items provided by donations to the Care and Compassion Fund. Read along with me. I went to the hospital with injuries from a domestic violence situation that turned really bad at home. My clothes were all torn and bloody, and I was barefoot, and it was freezing outside. There was no one to bring me clothes from home, and I could not go back there anyway, ever. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but St. Anthony gave me everything: pants, sweatshirt, underwear, socks, shoes, even a coat to wear when I left. I don't know what I'd have done. I'm so grateful for the kindness I got, and I'll never forget it. You know, we serve a large homeless population here at Saints as well, and often the person may have a mental illness, as you may know, or an issue that affects their ability or desire to utilize shelters. Maybe they suffer from paranoia or whatever. Maybe they're afraid of losing their belongings, or they may have a pet that won't, be accommodated in the shelter. Whatever the issue, it impacts them that much more negatively when the weather turns cold, like it especially has these past couple of years, past couple of winters. Frostbite is a real issue. We've had patients return to us who have ultimately lost fingers, toes, and worse because of frostbite. And when we at the foundation, when we hear about different situations like that, we work with case managers to try to come up with additional solutions. So we've begun providing sub-zero sleeping bags to the obviously homeless patients who refuse to go to shelters. So we're always looking for new solutions. The Employee Relief Fund, you may have heard earlier in your orientation about the Employee Relief Fund, which provides assistance to Saints employees in emergency situations. The foundation offers opportunity to employees to donate to this and to help our coworkers who may be in crisis. Here are a few examples of staffers who've been blessed by donors to the Employee Relief Fund. Here's an employee who lost all their belongings and vehicle in a tornado. The Employee Relief Fund was able to help. Here's an employee whose apartment building burned down and he had nowhere to go. He had a small amount in savings, but not enough for a new security deposit and first month's rent. The ERF helped. Here's an employee who had a serious illness which, quote, seemed like it had taken over her life. Had 18 doctor's appointments in a 30-day period before a diagnosis could be made. With all of the unpaid days off and medical bills stacking up, she was unable to pay her basic bills. The Employee Relief Fund provided the assistance she needed to keep her head above water as she got herself on the road to recovery. A couple more here is an employee who had a miscarriage with multiple complications, spent several days in the hospital and missed several weeks of work. Because of the missed pay, needed help with her mortgage, the ERF was able to help her. And here's an employee whose husband was diagnosed with cancer, had intensive chemo treatments that left him unable to work, of course, severely impacting the family's finances and income and their ability to pay the bills. The ERF was able to help them as well. You can see that we have a culture here at Saints. We have a feeling for the community. We've got a mission to help all who come to us. We want to treat everyone with the same level of respect. And you can see that the foundation provides a variety of avenues that will allow folks the opportunity to bless lives of our patients and their families and our staff as well. So one question that you may have is, how do we come up with all of this funding? Where does the support come from? Our answer, philanthropic donors. Kind, generous souls, some of whom give a lot, some who give a little, but it all makes a difference. It all makes a difference. St. Anthony Hospital was founded on philanthropic donations. The founding sisters went around the community asking for donations to help build and establish the hospital to begin with. Every major transformation Saints has experienced ever since has been made possible by philanthropic donations. One significant component of foundation support comes from, you guessed it, employee giving. We are truly blown away by the generosity of our Saints family, employees who make gifts to the foundation to support areas that are important to them. You've seen some here, but the foundation has a number of funds that help in many different areas. And we hope that as a new member of the Saints family, that you will consider making a gift to help move the mission forward. And it's super simple to do through payroll deduction. All gifts are helpful. All make an impact. Every gift makes a difference. $10 a pay period, $20 a pay period, $50 a pay period. If you give $38.50 or more per pay period, you'll be recognized on our donor appreciation walls at the east and west entrances of the main hospital building here in Midtown. A gift of $38.50 or more also makes you a member of our Circle of Care Society, members of which get some special invitations to certain foundation events or other perks and appreciation. And if you're a physician and give $38.50 or more per pay period, you'll also be publicly recognized as a member of the Physicians Philanthropy Society. So let me ask, will you, Saints fam, sign up for employee giving right now? There's a form in front of you. If you do, I'll make you a deal. I'll give you one of these very special, highly coveted 4-color foundation pens. Shawnee and Midwest City folks, my elves out there will do the same thing. And it's super simple. You can change your gift at any time you want through your Workday app, which you've heard about. If your circumstances change, it's easy to change your gift. You can increase it, decrease it. Very simple to do. You're in control of that. We are so happy that you're here and now part of the Saints family, and hope that you will consider joining our team of employee givers who make such a big difference around here for our patients and for our community and for our coworkers. And again, if you will finish out that form and fill it out right now and hold it up, and I and my elves will come around and pick those forms, if you'll raise them up high, and give you our gift of appreciation here very much. Again, thank you, folks. Appreciate y'all. Welcome again to the Saints family. You're welcome to be able to. If you didn't make a gift today, you can do it at any time through your Workday app. You can also check out more about the foundation on our website, givetosaints.com. Thank y'all. Have a great afternoon. Thank you.